This is the red phase line. This is the yellow phase line. And this is the blue phase line. This is the red phase CT. This is the yellow phase CT. And this is the blue phase CT. This is the S1 terminal, that is, the S1 secondary terminal of the red phase CT. This is the S1 secondary terminal of the yellow phase CT. And this is the S1 secondary terminal of the blue phase CT. We connect the S1 terminal of the red phase CT to one end of the N+2 turn winding. This is the S2 terminal of the red phase CT, and it is connected to the other end of the N+2 turn winding. Now this is the first tap, and this is the second tap. Therefore, the total winding consists of N+2 turns, while these 2 points are the tapping points. Now we connect the S1 terminal of the yellow phase CT to the first tap and the S1 terminal of the blue phase CT to the second tap. We connect the S2 terminal of the yellow phase CT to the common return path, and similarly, we connect the S2 terminal of the blue phase CT to the same return path. This completes the secondary circuit arrangement of a three-phase summation CT. Now this is the secondary winding of the summation transformer. Its primary winding consists of N+2 turns, while the secondary winding may have any fixed number of turns according to the requirement.
A summation current transformer is an auxiliary current transformer connected to the secondary circuits of the three-line current transformers. Instead of connecting all three CT secondary currents directly, each CT current passes through a different number of primary turns of the auxiliary transformer. As a result, the transformer secondary produces an output proportional to the weighted vector sum of the three-phase currents rather than their simple algebraic sum. For the arrangement shown in the figure, the output is proportional to N+2 IR plus N+1 IY plus N IB. Here, IR is the red phase current, IY is the yellow phase current, IB is the blue phase current. The quantities N+2, N+1 and N represent the number of primary turns assigned to each phase. Now let us understand the construction. Three-line CTs are installed on the red, yellow and blue phases. Their secondary currents are connected to the primary winding of an auxiliary transformer. Notice that each phase does not have the same number of primary turns. The red phase is connected through N+2 turns, the yellow phase through N+1 turns, and the blue phase through N turns. These different turns produce different ampere turns, which determine the magnetic flux inside the transformer. Finally, the transformer secondary provides a single output current to the protection relay. Now the question is, why don't we use the same number of turns for all three phases? If all three phases had identical turns, the transformer output would simply be proportional to IR plus IY plus IB. Such an arrangement is suitable only for zero sequence or earth fault detection. However, by selecting different primary turns, the transformer produces different outputs for different fault conditions. This allows the protection engineer to make the relay much more sensitive to earth faults while keeping lower sensitivity for phase faults. This is the main purpose of the summation CT. Now let us look at the vector diagram. Under balanced conditions, the three-phase currents are equal in magnitude and displaced by 120 electrical degrees. Each current vector is multiplied by its corresponding number of turns. Therefore, the red phase contributes N+2 times IR, the yellow phase contributes N+1 times IY, and the blue phase contributes N times IB. The vector addition of these three quantities produces the output current of the summation transformer. Remember that these are vector quantities, so ordinary arithmetic addition cannot be used. Now let us understand how the transformer behaves under different fault conditions. Now what is the MMF produced by this transformer? It is nothing but MMF equals I sub R open parenthesis N+2 close parenthesis plus I sub Y open parenthesis N+1 close parenthesis plus I sub Bn. Now let us examine different situations. Suppose an earth fault occurs on the red phase. The secondary replica of the red phase fault current will circulate through the secondary winding of the red phase CT. It will then pass through the entire summation CT winding and finally return to the S2 terminal of the red phase CT. Since we are considering only the fault current, the fault MMF will be nothing but Fault MMF equals I sub f n plus 2, where I sub f is the secondary replica of the fault current. Now suppose an earth fault occurs on the yellow phase. The fault current will circulate through this path. It will enter the winding through tap 1 and then return through the common return path to the S2 terminal of the yellow phase CT. Therefore, the fault MMF in this case will be fault MMF equals I sub f n plus 1. Similarly, if an earth fault occurs on the blue phase, the fault current will circulate through the secondary winding of the blue phase CT, enter the winding through the second tap, and then return to the S2 terminal through the common return path. Therefore, the fault MMF in this case will be fault MMF equals I sub Fn. Now, suppose there is a phase-to-phase fault between the red phase and the yellow phase. The secondary replica of the fault current will circulate only through this path. It will pass through only one turn of the summation CT winding. Therefore, the fault MMF in this case will be
fault MMF equals I sub f into 1. Similarly, if a short circuit occurs between the yellow phase and the blue phase, the fault current will circulate through the secondary winding of the yellow phase CT, pass through one turn of the summation CT winding, and then return through the secondary winding of the blue phase CT. So in this case also, fault MMF equals I sub f into 1. Now, suppose a short circuit occurs between the red phase and the blue phase. The fault current will pass through the secondary winding of the red phase CT, cross two turns of the summation CT winding, and then return to the S2 terminal of the blue phase CT, thereby completing the loop. Here, only two turns of the summation CT winding are enclosed by the circulating current. Therefore, fault MMF equals I sub f into 2. Now, suppose all three phases are short-circuited together. In that case, there will be three circulating fault current paths. One current will circulate through the secondary winding of the red phase CT, pass through one turn of the summation CT winding, and return through the secondary winding of the blue phase CT. The second current will circulate through the secondary winding of the red phase CT, pass through two turns of the summation CT winding, and then return through the secondary winding of the blue phase CT, thereby completing the loop. The third current will circulate through the secondary winding of the yellow phase CT, pass through one turn of the summation CT winding, and then return through the secondary winding of the blue phase CT, thereby completing the loop. So, that results to root 3 times. This is the most important concept in this topic. Suppose a fault occurs between the red phase and earth. Only the red phase CT carries the fault current. Since the red phase has n plus 2 turns, the output of the summation transformer becomes comparatively high. Because of this larger output, the relay requires only about 14% of the CT rated current to operate. This means the relay becomes highly sensitive to red phase earth faults. Now suppose the fault occurs between the yellow phase and earth. The output is now proportional to n plus 1 turns. Therefore, the relay pickup becomes approximately 16% of the CT rated current. Similarly, during a blue phase to earth fault, only the blue phase contributes. Since it has n turns, the relay pickup becomes approximately 20% of the CT rated current. Even though the pickup values are slightly different, all earth faults can be detected at relatively low current levels. Now consider phase-to-phase faults. During these faults, current flows through two phases instead of one. Since the currents are equal and opposite, the vector sum becomes much smaller than in earth faults. For a red to yellow fault, the effective turns become 1 and the relay pickup increases to approximately 90% of the CT rated current. The same applies to the yellow to blue fault. However, for the blue to red fault, the effective turns become 2, resulting in a pickup of approximately 45%. Therefore, the relay is intentionally made less sensitive to phase faults than to earth faults. Now consider a balanced three-phase fault. Under balanced conditions, the vector sum of the three-phase currents is theoretically 0. However, because the three phases are connected through different numbers of turns, the summation transformer still produces an output. The effective turns become root 3 and the relay pickup becomes approximately 52% of the CT rated current.